Okay, we've had quite a long anaesthetic with Thandi. Once again, she's shown to be very resistant to the knockdown drugs, the anaesthetic drugs that we're using to get her down. That might be one of the reasons actually why she's done so well as a poached animal, because it may be that she wasn't as deep as the other animals were while she was being poached. Obviously a lot more pain and trauma in that sense, but maybe less body damage. And with Gerard here and the amount of surgical debriding that he's had to do, we've had to keep her down for just on an hour, which is a bit longer than we'd planned. But it seems to have gone well. The nice thing was she was nice and light all the way through. We were able to work with her without her endangering anyone's lives. And the fact that she could stand up like that was actually a good sign. It tells you that we've just got her as deep as we need to work with her. So even though it's quite a long anaesthetic, I don't anticipate any problems. Her blood colour was good all the way through, her heart rate was stable, her breathing was nice and calm.
I am over the moon with the progression that she's had over this period of time. Now we're talking about exposed bone. And yet there's a lot of this bone that has got blood supply to it. Yeah. And that is fantastic. That means that she is trying her best to recover and to heal herself. We may have to maybe debride some more dead tissue in a few weeks' time and so on. But ultimately I think she's going to do most of the job. You know, we've scraped with those elevators as much as we could. And with the rongeurs we've eaten away at that bone, trying to get to bleeding bone. So we cannot at this stage say that there may not be some more bone that will die off in future, but I think that is why it would be important to reassess her at intervals of maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on what we think and how the observations go with her and what we see. But I think we're on the road to recovery. I'm quite happy to, from just the first time I've seen her, see that the body is really trying to recover itself, and we must do everything to help her. It's really difficult. There's quite a lot of mud around here, so obviously she is going to drink. She is probably doing some bathing because there were some crusts of mud around the sides as well. So there could be a combination of dead tissue. Certainly some of it that I was nibbling away, you could see there's no blood supply to it. So there's definitely dead tissue that we've removed. Could be bone, could be dead soft tissue lining of that bone as well. It could be some of the mud stuck to it. I know that you put some dressing on there initially when you saw, and maybe that is still part of that dressing that's also still left on there. Well, from what we've nibbled away there at the thickest, it looks about 6-7 millimeters. And what is really exciting is to see that, especially the inner surface of it, there's still blood coming through. So even though the outside is exposed, there is definitely blood supply from the opposite side. And even if we slough half of that bone, it just means that the other half that's going to stay behind, we have a structure that is supplied by blood, and hopefully we can get some granulation tissue over that, which is going to be fantastic.